Let's go to our man, Danny Rowley, Mr. Top Step.
That's
we
right.
need him today, these S&Ps.
What's happening?
Danny Rowley, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
How you doing?
Good morning, man.
Good morning to you.
Good.
You know, I mean, I was listening to what you were talking about, the gold. That's really a tough trade. You know,
Oh, it is.
And
you
I
know-
always
yeah,
refer
right.
to it. I always refer to it as like a public trade where, you know, once the stuff starts going up, everybody gets all bulled up, and then all of a sudden the stuff comes crashing down.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's funny because I actually started in the pit, and one of the pits that I worked in at the CME was the old CME, and I was a clerk in the gold pit.
Okay.
And that was when gold went from, I think, like $450 to $850. It was like the largest move ever. And so whenever I hear about talking about metals, I always think about, like, you know, the TV commercials where they're talking about buy the silver coins for
Oh, there's no doubt, man.
They were everywhere for a while, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were.
And you know, and then they have those, what do you call it? Not the celebrity coins, but, you know, the coins that aren't worth anything. And they
Oh, yeah. The quote-unquote collectibles,
Thank
right?
you,
Yeah.
the collectibles.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's trouble in paradise. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it, and especially when they start pushing those commercials out after the complex has rallied already. And
Oh,
people
yeah.
think, got to have a little of that silver in my retirement account, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. In your IRA, right?
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, anyways, as far as what's going on in the S&P, yesterday I was talking to the Pitbull, Marty Schwartz, and there was a little discussion about where are the actual 200-day moving averages in the S&P.
Okay.
And he thought that it was 26.99 or 26.96, and other people on my Twitter feed were saying it was more like 26.65, 75. Either way, you know, we watched the S&P go down through the big figure at 2,700, and you know, it was a big smasher, blow up, sell stop thing, and everybody got all bearish again.
Yeah.
And I write this thing called the opening print that I've written for, like, I don't know, almost 28 years or something like that.
Yes.
And last Friday I started talking about how everybody was all bared up, and that, you know, there was a what if in here, and the what if was, what if President Trump kind of acquiesced a little bit on some of these tariff threats. Now, we saw something about him saying, well, they're going to, you know, let up on the technology stuff. Well, thank God that they did, because you know what? 26% of the S&P is technology stocks. Now,
Yeah.
if you want to Columba the stock market, you start putting up barriers around technology. It's not just going to be China. It's going to be the whole world. And
Especially the stocks that matter, too, right? That really move it.
yeah.
The giants are technology.
Well, you know, I mean, the other thing that Marty...
I tell you,
Hey,
can you we're just going to a break. Can you hang with us,
Stay
Danny?
right there, Danny, all right?
Perfect.
Stay right there, folks. Danny Rowley, Mr. Top Step's coming back with Tommy and I. Dow right now is up 256, Nasdaq's up 59, S&P's are up 21. Talking with Danny Rowley, Mr. Top Step. You gotta love it. Danny works also with Davin Blight, folks. And if you come over to our website at TFNN, you're gonna see right under breaking news, Nasdaq market news.
Nadex market news, Nasdaq, Nadex.
Yeah, Nadex market news. Sorry about that.
You're good.
You're going to see Davin has a couple great articles out there this morning. Beware of con seasonal tendencies.
Yes, that was yesterday, and then the S&P as well, Devin, writing there. So I know you guys have a lot of great articles on there, Danny. We just wanted people to be able to check that out as we jump back into those S&Ps.
Totally.
Thank you. You know, I mean, I think content is what really spins things around. Our website is actually, I mean, for a futures website, we get anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 people a day going to it, and in a kind of a shrinking space. That's not bad, and I think it's based on content.
Nice, and we got your
totally.
article up there as well. We know you got an article up there about midterm elections dampening July performance. A lot of good articles, content like you're talking about. So we encourage people to check all that out for sure.
Well, you know, the other thing that one of the things that Marty Schwartz taught me a long time ago was, you know, historical stats. And part of what's gone on in June was the statistics starting out in June were pretty favorable. But the last 2 weeks of June, and I've got the Stock Traders Almanac right here,
Yes.
are not all that great, and they weren't that great. But what I think happened here is it's not just really the end of the month, it's the end of the quarter.
Right.
And if you guys have been looking at the MIM that we sent, you see that just about every day on the close, these MOC orders come out like really big to sell. I mean,
Okay.
yesterday I think it was 2.4 billion to sell. And we continue to see a lot of selling on the closes. But I think what's gone on over the last couple of days is we're coming into the end of the quarter, and there's the end of the quarter rebalance, and that's
Yes.
where you know they're short bonds, or they're short S&Ps, or short the index markets,
Well,
and they buy the index.
We need
market.
more time with
We
you,
do.
Danny. We can't wait next week, man. We'll get you back on here.
have a great
no
weekend.
problem.
Safe weekend.
Thanks
so
so much, Danny.
Sure.
Take
Stay
care,
right
folks.
there.